What's going on, everybody out there in the IIONverse, all you writers, all you fate weavers, and all you players? How are you guys doing? My name is Johnny, and I am back today to show you, once again, the two-player Democosm. Now, I know, you guys, you've already seen me do unboxings and quality checks on this, but what I decided was I wanted to make two complete full decks, and I wanted them to be completely playable out of the box. So if you go to a tournament and there's a new player, you can be like, hey, grab yourself a two-player Democosm, and you can jump in the tournament. And so both of these are fully playable, fully legal. And today we're going to do a quality check. We're going to go over the contents, talk about a little bit about what is in the Democosm IIONverse two-player starter pack. So let's get to it. All right, so let's give it a look here. So the outer box looks significantly better than when the post office decided to be completely rude and mean and ding up my boxes. So with the gloss on these, the UV protection, this feels really nice. It looks really nice. I am highly pleased with this. So this box is significantly bigger than the last time I showed you guys the Democosm two-player starter pack. This right here is going to come with everything two players need to get started in the IIONverse. So let's open it up, give it a look, see what we've got going on. I'm going to go through and separate these as best as I can before we get into everything else and talk about what comes in these. All right, so I'm gonna show the backs off here. So last time I showed the two-player starter pack. The locations had the wrong logo. They had the old logo, so now these have the updated logo. So I'm going to go ahead and separate these into piles, and then next time you see the video, everything should be all in order and ready for me to kind of talk about what comes in these. So we will be back in a moment. All right, so I've got everything sorted out now. So let's talk about kind of what comes in these two-player Democosm two-player starter packs. So this says that it comes with two pre-made sets. Each set has a team leader, a path, 40-card play deck, 7-card location deck. Also included are reference cards and rubble tokens. So let's talk about what those reference cards are. The first one is hero set card sorting and villain set card sorting. So this is just going to tell you everything that should go in each of your sets. For instance, the hero set says you need understudy. You're going to have the Forgotten Heroics path, and it's going to tell you the 40-card play deck for your the hero play deck, your 7-card location deck, and essentially it's going to let you sort the cards out just so each player knows exactly what's supposed to go in each of their decks. So each play set, like I said, comes with an entire set so that each player can play right out of the box. So the first thing we need to talk about is the team leader card. So we'll notice that on the back of the team leader card is a secret hideout. That's just a reminder to help you remember that on the first turn of play, neither team leader can be used, damaged, or have abilities affect them. Then the next update that I added was this path card. So in the demo packs, if you learn the game through just the demo packs, this is actually just a placeholder. But in the actual two-player Democosm starter set, you actually get the path that's appropriate for understudy, and that's Forgotten Heroics. And that is important for when you are making your own deck. You're going to be choosing a path, so this one works well with this team leader. The next thing that comes in there are the play deck and the location deck. So these cards, let's just talk about how they look. They look and they feel great. The Gamecrafter is doing a great job on printing color and feel of these cards. They're not going to just fold up and bend on you. They are decent feeling cards. So let's talk about what comes in the understudy deck. So you're going to get some copies of Riggs, who is understudy's sidekick. So you'll notice that icon there. He is an uncommon card. You're going to get 4 copies of You Forgot My Name, which is a 3 cost. They're the most powerful characters in the game. Well, 3+ costs are the most powerful characters in the game. He's going to be a common. You're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies of Fading Memories. Those are generics, they're commons, but you know they're pretty essential to a lot of decks. So you're going to get 6 of those. You're going to get 4 copies of Someone Else Gets All the Credit. That is a common card. You are going to get 4 copies of Understudy. Now, in the game, it's important to have characters that share a name with the team leader that you're using. In this case, Understudy shares the name with Understudy, and that allows you to do something called Jump In, where you turn your team leader to the side, and you can put your team leader into play for 0 cost. So you're going to get 4 copies of Understudy, the Vampire Hunter as his subtitle there. Then we're going to move on to objects. So you're going to get 1, 2, 3 copies of Trench Coat. That lets you go and search for a weapon. You're going to get 3 copies of Muscle Car. You're going to get 2 copies of Bulletproof Vest. You're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Night Vision Goggles. You're going to get 4 copies of 3-piece suit. And you're going to get 4 copies of the crossbow, which is kind of his signature vampire hunting weapon. So yeah, that is what comes in the play deck for the Understudy 2-player starter. Let's talk about location cards. So the location decks are going to be exactly the same in both of these decks. However, you are not going to be able to get these locations in anywhere else. You're not going to be able to get them in packs at all. So if you want these special Dominionville locations, they're going to be in the 2-player Democosm starter. First thing you're going to get is 2 copies of Hollow Booth. Then you're going to get 2 copies of the Hovercar Tollway. You're going to get 1 copy of Torn Reality Monument. You're going to get 1 copy of the Great Dome, which gives you your Dominionville City tag. Then you're going to get the Democosm Team Base. So each location deck, like I said, for both of these decks is going to be the exact same. They both take place in Dominionville, which is a small micro-universe that is watched over and being scientifically studied by Dr. DNA. So that's what comes in the hero deck. Now let's move these over here. Give me 1 second and I will pull in the villain deck. All right, so we've already talked about what comes in the villain location deck, so I'm not going to go over that too much. So again, we've got our secret hideout team leader card for Professor Furnace and his path, which is We Don't Need No Water, specific to the demolition team, which he is the leader of. So let's talk about what is in this play deck here. So you are going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Dizzy. You're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Beowulf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies of Firekin, which is the generic. So with this deck, often you're going to be focused on Firekin. So the more of these you can get up to 10, the better. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Professor Furnace for that jump in effect there. He is a very good card. You're going to get 2 copies of Lazar, who is an uncommon card, and he benefits your Firekin. So he's a kind of a special card in here. You are going to get 1, 2, 3 copies of Energy Disruptor, which is unique to this play set. Because this has the requirement that it be played on a character with gadgetry. So Dizzy and Professor Furnace both have gadgetry. You also have the Flamewave Blazer. So this is a very unique card because it has the Ionic tag. The Ionic tag means you can only have 1 card with the Ionic keyword in the game, or in your play deck. So this is special for this deck. You can only have 1 Ionic card, and it is Professor Furnace's gun. It's basically a flamethrower that summons Firekin. You're going to get 3 copies of Trench Coat. You're going to get 1, 2, 3 copies of the Muscle Car. You're going to get 2 Bulletproof Vests. You're going to get 4 copies of Night Vision Goggles and 4 copies of the 3-piece suit. So again, like I said, these are 2-player starter decks to kind of get somebody started, get them into the game, get them learning the game, and this is what you're going to get for both of those. Now, I did not talk about the tokens and the reference cards yet. So the reference card you're going to get similar to what you get in the packs. You're going to get, on one side, it talks about the traits which are in the game: super strength, durability, generic, flight, sidekick, mastery, shapeshifter, deity, mastermind, martial artist, and gadgetry. And then on the back, you're going to get boons and explanation of what those boons are. Things like gaining heroism, gaining villainy, gaining clout, things like that. So this is just a reference card just to help new players learn the game. And then you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Rubble. Now, more reference cards are on the back of each token, but Rubble's important for the demolition play deck because they're going to be making rubble. So they're basically going to be destroying locations to get benefits. So yeah, that is what comes in the Democosm 2-player starter pack for the IIONverse. 2 complete full decks that are going to be totally available on the Gamecrafter when the IIONverse launches for sale. So I hope you guys dug that. Leave a comment and like below, and I will see you guys next time in the IIONverse.